guys, and I'll be here in a minute or so, and I am here in the dark. Guys, welcome to the channel. It's Where Behind the Camera, and I appreciate that you're here with me tonight. And yeah, we are in the Tank 300 2-liter turbocharged HEV. Yep, 255 kilowatts, 648 Newton meters of torque, and when you reverse it, it turns off the ambient lighting. I don't know why. Maybe you're gonna be disturbed from seeing the screen. And anyway, these cameras are quite clean. I like that about it, because a lot of adventure SUVs, whatever that may be, it's not as good as it shows on this car. It's actually quite good, even at night. But yeah, at night could be better, but it's actually probably the best so far that I've experienced in an adventure SUV. Anyway, because this is a hybrid vehicle, it's not a mild hybrid, meaning you can drive on its electric motor for quite some time. I think I've done like over 1 kilometer or so at some point on the road, but the engine will kick in at some point like it's doing now. And in this car, you can feel that, the engine is coming in because of the noise that it's making. At some point, I really had to confirm that it's actually petrol, because it sounds rough, like a diesel sometimes. And this engine has a funny effect to it, and as powerful as it is, it sometimes feels like it's struggling to move the car. I don't know how to say this, because this car is quick, but when you're driving slow and you're just driving around town, let's say from 0 to 60, 0 to 80, when the slope is facing up a bit, you're going to be driving a lot on the engine. And that's probably where you're gonna be confused as to, okay, what is happening? Because this thing feels heavy. It's like I'm forcing it to move. The engine now, it's screaming at me. I don't know why, because this engine as well is capable. I mean, I think the engine alone is capable of 180 kilowatts, around 380 Newton meters of torque just on the engine. The electric motor, I think, is bringing around 78 kilowatts, 260, I think, Newton meters of torque. And that's why I think I prefer it when it starts on EV mode and then the engine joins in when it's already on the move, because it deletes a lot of that heavy feeling that you get. This car weighs around, I think, 2.1, 2.2 tons. So I don't like it if I have to feel that a car is heavy under my right foot when I'm moving it, especially if I have to use it on a daily. But hey, luckily that's not always the case with this car, because the electric motor is also capable of just moving this car. I think, yeah, if you seamlessly fit in the throttle, you can move on EV mode, and it's not slow from 0 to 60. You can actually move with a lot of cars. Just that, yeah, here in Gauteng, people get from 0 to 80 just like that, and to catch up, you're definitely gonna need that engine to come in, and then you can keep up with everyone else in traffic. Does it save fuel though? I can't say that, because I think I've been averaging between 12 and 13 liters to the 100, and on paper they said it can do below 9 liters to 100 kilometers. So yeah, I haven't been seeing that. Maybe blame my driving, but in this case I haven't experienced the EV benefits. Yeah, see where I am now. It's gonna help us demonstrate what I was talking about. See, it's starting on EV mode, slowly on EV mode, and then when the slope goes up, then it's gonna change and go to the engine. You'll see. See, that's what it does. Otherwise, when you're talking about night features and so on, I've already showed you the lights. It's all LEDs in here, and I like what they've done also on the inside, because this ambient lighting is quite good. I know you're gonna say it looks like that one and this one and that one. I know because of the events. But hey, these days I think it's about inspiration. I no longer call it copying, because there's just so many cars that you can be inspired from, so many designs. So whatever they've done, yeah, I think this car, from the design perspective, a lot of people are saying it looks like this and that, and I'm not bothered by that. I don't want to lie. From design perspective, I'm not bothered at all. I think they've done a great job. The material that they've used as well on the inside and everything, this car feels premium, it feels luxurious just looking at it. Even at night, the ceiling lights, everything that is in here, the illumination that you get in here, it's quite good. This is a good car for what they're asking from you. Yes, from the experience that I'm having with the EV, if someone is buying it for saving fuel, I'm not sure if it's gonna help. Maybe you need to consider the Super Lux, the first variant, that is around 725,000, because this is 850,000 plus. So yeah, it's something else, unless if you want the top spec, because initially I even thought this is the top spec, but it's not the top spec, because as much as it's the most expensive, it's expensive because of the mechanical aspect of it. But the Ultralux, which is just below this one at around 775,000, has all the bells and whistles, because in here you don't get things like your blind spot monitoring is not in here. A lot of active safety stuff is not in here. For example, as much as you get the sensors, but you don't get cross traffic alert when you are reversing, and adaptive cruise control that is in here, it has lane centering but doesn't have emergency lane keeping aid. So those are the kind of things that they just reduced. And again, when it comes to adaptive cruise control and letting this car drive itself, I don't think it's the best decision. This system that is in here, yeah, it's not the best for me. And when I think about the other specs as well, the leather that is in here is synthetic, and the other one comes with Napa leather. And when you're looking then at the ambient lighting, for example, you only get like 7 colors in here. In the other one you get 64. So there's just this and that they reduced compared to the Ultra, but it's still packed with features. Active safety, passive safety still has a lot of features, advanced features in that case, and it's rated 5 stars. This one is a 5-star safety vehicle. Talking about some features that they cut is the sound system. In this one, it has the same number of speakers as the Ultra, but it's not the high-end branded Infinity sound system that you get. This is the in-house one. Otherwise, yeah, okay, let's play it. This sound system, we have a love-hate relationship, because it handles some tracks well, it doesn't handle others well. And a good sound system is supposed to handle whatever you throw at it. Then there's a volume issue. You take it up, it comes back down. You think I'm settled, this is the loudness that I want, it comes down. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know if it's just this unit or not. And when it comes to reducing the road noises, especially when you are driving on high speed and so on, it does try, but this car, because of the boxy shape and so on, it has some wind noise that sometimes it can overpower the sound system. That's why for me it's not necessarily the best, but in most instances I think you can live with it. I just complain when it comes to sound systems. Otherwise, when it comes to GWM tank, I think they know what they're doing and they're headed in the right direction. Don't be scared by the asking price. I think they know why. This is actually a solid product. Yep. And I think this is where I shut up and I drop the mic.